Information theory, though, was a very exciting piece of science that developed in the middle of the last century, and it was, by no coincidence, its evolution coincided with the birth of the computer era. It made all of this stuff possible around us.
And I'm going to have to interrupt you there because the information age has caught up with us. We need to go back. John.
Very elegant, Tom, I suppose. I used to think I was in bits. Now I realise I can leave Ian out. I'm just bits.
Guys, what?
I just had an idea.
Oh, God. What?
What? It's a different version of the game like this. We're all fighting, but all of the enemy and all of our team are real people.
It's happening right now.
Call it multiplayer.
Of course, yeah. That's what everybody calls it.
Yeah, that's what this is. Like, all the players aren't AI. They're real people playing. People are controlling them.
Yeah, it already exists.
It's called multi. Multi for Latin for many.
What?
Player being Latin for...
What do you think we are?
AI. That's Latin for artificial intelligence.
I know what AI means.
Okay, yeah, because you are one.
We're not AI.
We're programmed to have human behaviors.
It may not have been real, Chakotay, but it felt like home. If you hadn't come after me, I never would have known that I had another life.
Nice tuna for tea, Molly. Ugh, seafood. It brings me out in a funny rash. Exactly. More for me. Not that fun.
In the beginning, there is darkness, the emptiness of a matrix waiting for the light. Then, a single photon flares into existence. Then another. Soon, thousands more. Optronic pathways connect. Subroutines emerge from the chaos. And a holographic consciousness is born.
God does not save people. We do.
What if when you die here, you really die? It's your chance to find out if you're really God. Or just a bunch of circuits with a bad haircut.
It's not a fate of dying.
Somebody's programmed you with a fairy tale of God and streams and life ever after, but somewhere in that hard drive that you call a brain is a beeping message. Error. Error. Does not compute. I don't have a soul. I have software. If I die, I'm gone.
So, the virtual world that we created in here must be affecting the real world out there.
How is that even possible, right? It's a game. It's not programmed to do any of this.
Not by itself, unless it's messing with some other kind of tech. Super photon generator.
It's the only thing with enough photovoltaic potential to extend the holographic projection throughout the time.
That and your supercharged battery.
Mom's gonna kill me. So, what do we do now?
Turn it off.
No, wait. What happens to them? You know what I mean? What happens to characters in that video game when you shut it down?
They shut down too.
What's going on? What's wrong?
Listen to me very, very carefully. It's gonna turn off and it will never, ever turn back on.
Honey, did the power go out? What the hell is going on?
In a new world, to Sky One HD.
All-seeing eye, it's that time of year again. A new batch of celebs will step into the Big Brother house to bare their souls and probably plenty else besides.
The world is like one big laboratory, full of chemical reactions.
You're copies of people out here in the world.
You wish you could tell them all that this alliance will give birth to the Federation.
I think I'm ready to talk to Captain Picard. I should have done it a long time ago.
So I guess we're through here.
I guess we are. Computer? And program.
They're not like the ones on your ship. This lot have never...
Each section of graveyard is 150 years old, but the dead have been disturbed.
You want to have Walking Dead with your hologram, and then you want to like simulate.
I don't know it's Tupac though.
Where's Earl? Lunch break's nearly over. Probably out by.
The zombies are here.
The UK's favourite.
You take a dash of dad, a pinch of mom, then we bake for 9 months and... that's good, Billy.
So this is all we are. Lunch. To think we spent our whole lives not knowing the truth.
No evidence exists because there is no God and no hell. Take peace in knowing that you don't have to live your life with the false hope of heaven and the fear of hell. Actions are more important than beliefs.
I don't think hell exists. I happen to believe in life after death, but I don't think it's got a thing to do with reward and punishment. Religion is always in the control business. And that's something people don't really understand. It's in the guilt-producing control business. And if you have heaven as a place where you're rewarded for your goodness and hell as a place where you're punished for your evil, then you sort of have control of the population. And so they create this fiery place, which has quite literally scared the hell out of a lot of people throughout Christian history. And it's part of a control tactic.
But wait a minute, you're saying that hell, the idea of a place under the earth or somewhere where you're tormented for an eternity, is actually an invention of the church.
I think the church fired its furnaces hotter than anybody else. But I think there's a sense in most religious life of reward and punishment in some form. The church doesn't like for people to grow up, because you can't control grown-ups. That's why we talk about being born again. When you're born again, you're still a child. The people don't need to be born again. They need to grow up. They need to accept their responsibility for themselves and the world.
What do you make of the theology, which is quite prominent these days in America, which is that there is one guaranteed way not to go to hell, and that is to accept Jesus as your personal Savior?
Yeah, I grew up in that tradition. Every church I know claims that we are the true church. They have some ultimate authority. We have the infallible Pope. We have the inerrant Bible. The idea that the truth of God can be bound in any human system, by any human creed, by any human book, is almost beyond imagination for me.
Controlling the will of another mind is not a new trick. Hypnotists, charismatics, religious leaders, all of them manipulate the neural structure of the brain to get their desired results.
These numbers are coded triggers, and they are there to wake you up. Each has a different meaning.
Sometimes you have to roll the hard six.
What? Fine, when it was created in the lab by accident. That's about 100,000 times faster than the average PC. K runs the world's most advanced computer simulations, virtual versions of everything from tomorrow's weather to the entire universe. But to be classed as truly intelligent, the computer has to pass the Turing test and had roughly 6 million components. So even NASA's 99.9% reliability target meant they could still expect 6,000 parts to fail. Miles. So you'll be there in just 6 months.
For 6 hours. What am I going to talk to Captain Picard about for 6 hours?
Oh. He's in the number 6 stairwell. B unit, cover the 61st Street exit. Subject is moving on foot. Repeat, he's in the number 6 stairwell.
You weren't this aloof 6 years ago.
But all I'm saying is that everyone is beautiful.
Yes, but Jesus said that pretty much the same thing. Darn it, the Bible said the devil would be attractive.